Hi there, and welcome to this week's Leading with Purpose Friday Digest. One of the most sought after skills in leadership today, and just really in general, if you have anything to do with people at work, which is most of us in some form or fashion, right? One of the most sought after skills of workplace success, or that are kind of indicators of workplace success, is emotional intelligence, or EQ. And emotional intelligence, definitely picked up a lot of traction maybe in the last 8 to 10 years, but over and over again, I see individuals with high emotional intelligence making a difference to the people in their orbit. And it's so important to think about, who am I today in terms of my emotional intelligence, my self-awareness of things like my strengths, my bias, my preferences or motivators, what I need in my workspace, how I prefer to communicate, all these things that we, with a lot of really great self-reflection and sometimes great feedback from others that we know and trust, it's so important to understand authentically who we are and what we need and what we can give to the world around us, right? But also that other piece for us is what we control, and that is how we show up, our self-management, the words we choose, our behaviors and actions, our choices. So self-awareness and self-management focuses obviously all on us. And it's so important because the more that we can show up authentically as the strongest version of ourselves, the most well put together, the most self-controlled, the most intentionally attentive person with the team members or clients, customers, stakeholders, whoever you're interacting with, even if it's at home too. There's so much that you can give and then receive from others if you show up as the best version of yourself. And that takes a lot of emotional intelligence, right? It means paying attention to you and then showing up in the best version of you. But the other important piece of this is a real intention and even desire to understand and connect with the people around us. That's our social awareness, our social radar, right? Where we're paying attention to others' needs, motivators, the politics of our workspaces, what others need to feel successful, what kind of information allows them to thrive, or what kind of environment allows them to thrive. And then that fourth piece, for Daniel Goleman's emotional intelligence anyway, it's all about bringing those pieces together to create a space and relationships where trust is paramount, where we are able to influence others, even if we don't directly lead them, where we handle conflict productively and it becomes a benefit and something to strive to utilize to get better versus something that we avoid or fear. And, all of these elements don't just show up out of the blue. It takes a lot of self-reflection, a lot of active listening, a lot of seeking to understand, a lot of putting ourselves in uncomfortable positions or uncomfortable environments where we're not used to how people talk, how people interact, the decisions that have to be made, the emotion potentially that might be in place. Getting outside our comfort zone is huge to our growth. And so I want you to think about, and there's a great blog attached here, what is your current comfort level with self-awareness and self-management? How do others potentially have an opportunity to help you gain clarity there? And also, how are you showing up with those in your orbit? Are you thoughtful and empathetic to what they might be experiencing, to what they might need? There's so many different ways to practice mindfulness and intentional growth in the area of emotional intelligence. So tons of great resources out there. You can start with the blog. But as always, we're here to help you be better and more prepared to be an emotionally intelligent leader. Take care.